Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the History of Fan Anime. I'm your host, William Chow, and today's episode is going to be a little different. I've done one of these setups before, but I'm using a slightly different setup. I'm using my streaming setup today to do this episode. And today's episode, I'm going to cover this, was doing some filing and that kind of stuff, and I came across this big stack of anime art books. And today, in this stream, I'm going to go through the art books and just sort of give you an idea of some of the stuff that I've picked up. So esoteric some of it is, and how maybe if there's a story or if you can remember something about the particular book and that stuff, I'll tell you. And again, if you have any questions or any things you want clarity, want maybe close up, want to see a sample page or something like that, by all means, write it in the chat, and I will, I'll stop and I'll pull it open for you, and you can have a closer look at that kind of stuff, permitting, of course. All right, so let's begin. Okay, so this is the art book for Outlaw Stars. Okay, another one of those really good, Pioneer get them stars that thing, and again, they always like these great fold out poster things. Do it this way. There. Like that. Okay, there you go. Nice good little posters and that because of these things. That's half the reason why you get the poster versions on these things. They're really nice. But yeah, so you go over the various different characters and whatnot. Okay, well, I won't show you a picture of Melfina because she's not wearing clothes half the time. But there you go. So there you go. And then of course the different characters of thing. So yeah, again, it was a nice little series from when Pioneer get them, and again, it wasn't considered a hentai title, but yeah, nice little flashes and that kind of stuff here and there, that's why they use it for. Okay, there you go. Another book I haven't even opened yet. Okay, there we go. This is the artwork for Bubblegum Crisis. The new Tokyo 2040 series. Okay, so again, the artwork for that one. And geez, that's gonna pay the hell off for this one too. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. I'll see if I put it up really close so you can actually see it without the glare here. Yeah. Check that out. So right here, 3,000 yen book, and then the price at the bottom here, $62.70. Yes. Great. Well, gotta love the awesome exchange rate. I told you I love this guy's artwork, so I definitely collected his book. This is G Taste book 6. Okay. So this one's really nice because it has lots of nurse stuff. Okay, for those, I guess the other one had a lot of police stuff, and this one is he still likes that kind of police girls and that kind of stuff. So yeah, he draws lots of pictures of that. Utsumi, that's right. The Black Package. Okay, so there's this one based on if I remember, it's a PCM. Utsumi, called The Black Package. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So really nice sort of poster there that always that always like those things because they always accompany the book. And at this time, it's really hard to get that kind of thing that. How the character was, the picture and the stuff was made and rendered in the game, and then basically how they actually finish that the actual picture. Them rendering the different pictures and stuff for the background of of the game. Okay, so the different locations that you were in. The big thing that was always really popular at that time was the how to art pages. So this basically outlines how they actually how what they actually had to do on the computer to do that kind of thing. So then, for example, this is all the green screening and that kind of stuff there. So the question that Zawaru asked earlier how did you get that, or how did you get that? Well, once you basically figure out one magazine or one book that has the the content that you're looking for example, let's say Viper or whatever, then usually on the back of the book, okay, so this is the the back sort of a spine page here, okay, it'll have a list. Let's see if I can show it really close here. It'll have a list of all the different sort of other things that this particular company makes books for. So you can see here it has ones for like a whole bunch of ones like Viper and girl doll toy, and look at all these different Viper books and that kind of stuff, and love and whatever. Anyway, so so again, if you're a big fan of playing those particular games and that kind of stuff, then you can get them to order more of that particular book from you. Now, the only problem, of course, is I showed you a list of different books from Viper and that kind of stuff, okay? All you know is the title, Viper or whatever, that stuff. You don't know what kind of book it is for Viper. It's a book that's titled Viper. It's made by this particular company. Sometimes when you order something, you have no idea what it is, okay? You just like, oh, okay, sure, I'll just order that in, you should be fine, right? And you think it's great, and then all of a sudden you get it, and it's like, oh. Okay. While I'm on the topic of doing that, I'll do that right now. So, okay, because we're on the topic of that, I won't get to that book right away. I will bring you a book that exactly happened here. Let's see, so that makes me wonder, what was your most disappointing import that you bought, since the list is so vague? Well, yes, my list is so vague and it's so large that's probably why, because I ordered a lot of books, okay, and a lot of things just on spec, just because I saw the title, I saw the name or whatever on it, I just thought, okay, well, I'll get it, I don't care, because I knew that a lot of things would, if you don't get it right away, they sell out and they kind of go unavailable, because I guess they sell out of something, and then if they don't have any more of it, they kind of just kind of not replenish it, and then basically you can't order it from the main company anymore. You have to get it from the secondhand market and that kind of stuff. And at this time, things like Yahoo Japan and that kind of stuff, and getting stuff from Japan was really, really difficult. So if it was a back issue or something that was out of stock, out of the main bookstores, you really couldn't get it from the secondhand stuff, because there wasn't really a way to order over the internet and that kind of stuff. So anyway, so give you an example of something that kind of worked and didn't work. Well, okay, we all know who this person is. Okay, this is Megumi Hashibara, and this is one of her CDs. Whatever. Okay, very, very popular anime. Singer. She does a lot of opening theme songs for things like Slayers, Lost Universe. She does a bunch of stuff inside Evangelion, Sailor Marionette J. She does lots of voice acting. She knows all that kind of stuff. So basically, she's a known name, Megumi Hashibara. If you hear that name and stuff, it should be good. So going along, and I'll come across an ad and it said, "Hey, Megumi Hashibara, best collection." Okay, so I thought, okay, that sounds pretty good. It's probably a mix CD of something or that. But then I realized, hey, wait a minute, this is a book. Best collection book. Okay, sure, I'll order it. It shouldn't be that bad, right? What could it be? Whatever, music book or something. So I ordered it in, and here you go. Without real pictures and description of what it is and whatnot, because a lot of these things you don't know what it is. This is the Megumi Hashibara Best Collection. Okay, now obviously it's not a CD, it's an actual book. Okay, so I thought, okay, well, all right, so it's a book of music, and then of course you open it up and you realize, okay, and you open it up and you realize, oh, it's the sheet music for a whole bunch of anime songs and that kind of stuff for Megumi Hashibara. So in this case, this is Midnight Blue, Dakashimete Midnight Blue. Anyway, yeah, so this is what that. So again, I don't play a musical instrument, but hey, it's kind of cool, right? It's like, all right, I got a music book which has a whole bunch of different songs and that kind of stuff from Megumi Hayashibara, and that's it's kind of neat. All right, so that's sort of a purchase that I went from kind of I didn't know what's going to go. I don't know what it is, but I'll order it in. The price on it was, what is it, 1,800 yen, so I think it's like $36 or whatever by the time I had to pay for it. So I was okay, I'll go for it, and great. So yep, sure, got it in, and yeah, sure, it's a cool surprise. Not a lot of people have this kind of thing, so that's kind of neat. All right, so okay, fine, great. Go, go a little while, a little longer, and I go across and and I'm going through the magazines and that kind of stuff, and I say, hey, Megumi Hayashibara. Okay, yeah, I know that's there. There's another title. It's called, but I don't recognize it. I don't recognize this title. It's called Nanto Nantari. It's like, okay, I don't know what that is, but okay, sure, I'll order it in. It's Megumi Hayashibara. Well, who knows? It might be another CD or something, okay, or another CD, or a CD single or something. Well, who knows? Well, it sounds good. So I ordered ordered it in, and here it is. It comes in, and it's like, oh, okay, it's a book. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, I open it up and like, okay, maybe it's like a picture book or something, because usually a lot of these voice actors and that kind of stuff have picture books. Nope. It is indeed a novel. Her novel. And as you can see, it is a multitude of pages of Japanese text, which is for a person like myself who's not very good at Japanese. Wow. Okay, so so yeah, so it's a novel, and so this one was what is it? It's 1,000 yen. So this one's like $20 probably that cost me, and so this is one of those purchases that goes in the that probably wasn't a very efficient purchase, shall we say? Okay, yeah, that goes in the kind of oops. So yeah, so you can get so I had some good hits, and there are some some bad misses like this Megumi Hayashibara book, but I mean, hey, what can you do, right? It's the time of what it is, because again, when you see these ads that you see in like New Type magazine or whatever, the description is not really there. They don't tell you really what it is. They may have a big picture, they have publishing information and that kind of stuff, but that's really all they will give you. So without that, you just go, okay, I'll order it, $20. Well, okay, sure, just sign me up, and then of course when it arrives, it's like, ooh. I guess I'll pay for that, and I'll just shove it on my shelf, and then there we go, right? And that's where it sits. So there you go. So I hit and miss, right? Okay, so next book on the list. Okay, so here's the next book here. It is the Magical Knights Rare, and this is particularly the second art book for that series. So quick little thing there. No spoilers there. Okay, yeah, okay. So there you go. So, and one of the sections that's most important about these books is the characters and that kind of stuff. So again, because at this time, that was really important for the people who wanted to learn how to draw the mangas and that kind of stuff. You wanted to see how the characters were done. I always liked the all the tech kind of stuff like that, because I remember when I got like for example the Macross book, I was just so fascinated on how the how the aircraft works, how all the military vehicles and that kind of stuff, how they're drawn, and it's just really, really exciting for me to do that. So again, this sort of book really comes in handy for that, and of course all the this is also really important. It's all the perfect information. So it tells you what kind of CDs and all the goodies that come out with it, as well as the episode guide and summary and that kind of stuff. Like that. So again, for those people who are really interested in Magical Knights Rares, this is the second book. Again, one of the key books that you would want to get for that particular series of books. Now this one, this is a nice little fancy little book here. Okay, this is a nice art book called Luminous Girls. Okay. And okay, so obviously the title probably doesn't mean so much to you because it's not like an anime title with that. But the main reason I bought this one is because it's done by an artist called Yomiya. So let's see if I can find. So obviously he does a lot of manga work and that kind of stuff. That's why where I remember getting his name and that kind of stuff from. And so I like a lot of his different artwork and that kind of stuff that he does. So, okay, let the face like that, for example. Okay, so okay, character called Sparkling Cherry. Okay. I like his art style and the various mangas that he draws and that kind of stuff. So again, that's why I ended up picking up this book solely on the fact that it's that particular artist, not just because of the title. Because obviously the title, I don't recognize any of the name of the actual artist or any of these characters are actually on it. I just know that this character designer does really good work. So I said, okay, that's one of the ones that I'm gonna order just for his artwork. Yep, it turned out pretty good. Yeah. This is one of the first really controversial animes that kind of came out at this sort of time. This is the complete art book for the anime Kite or Kite. Okay, so this is really kind of a cool anime for that. Lots and lots of gore with a little bit of kind of stuff. So again, it goes over a quick little thing of the story. Okay. Again, it goes over the character design again. Okay, something like that, for example. There, it's a little bit of extra art, character design that he puts into it as well. Okay, it's called the Adventure of Kotetsu. Okay, and the artwork is done by Mi-kun. Okay, now this is really kind of cool because starts off with the voice Seiyu information and that kind of stuff. So the VA. That's okay. Yeah, here you go. There's the character for Azami. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Nice poster artwork for Kotetsu. Okay. Okay. There you go. Some of the artwork for Kotetsu. Okay. All right. Footage from the actual anime Kotetsu, and of course then later on they also have the comic book artwork for that. Again, even before the anime for Kotetsu came out, I was already a big fan of Mi-kun, and because I've seen some of the other work that he does as well. Mi-kun was also really kind of had a little thing because when I was in high school, we had a after school Dungeons and Dragons club, and my character that I played was an illusionist, and his name was Me Two. Okay, so then basically, and the big joke is that the leader of the party or whatever would go, okay, I'm gonna go attack the the goblins, and I go, yes, me too. Right, that would be the running joke. Okay, whenever someone, the leader of the party would go and do something, I'd say, "Yep, me too." So yeah, again, if you're interested in Kotetsu, the anime artist is Mi-kun. Okay, check out his work. Is that safe enough for the show? Okay, all right. That's it. Getting into the spicy stuff. All right, so the next book is this one here. The Forbidden Project X plus XX in the Uninhabited Region. Okay, And again, this is obviously from one of the PC video games of that time. Yeah, so there you go. And, sort of a page of various different artwork and that kind of stuff from the actual show, from the game. And again, to help to answer Zawadu's question, how do you order more of it, right? So again, on the side spine of the book, it tells you right here, hey, if you're interested in, since you got this book, you can also get these books also in the series of lines of things. So again, this is where the chain reaction begins, right? You can sit there and you go, okay, so I ordered this book. It shows me 4 more other books I can order in this line. I guess I'll order those ones too. Okay. This one is a book called Parrot, and it's drawn by Hojo Hatsuka. Okay, and he's the guy who does City Hunter. Okay. So I thought, oh, hey, this is like a side story for City Hunter or something new that he does for City Hunter. Okay, so that's the front pages of that. So again, this is a manga, drawn by him. You can see, all the sort of, kind of, cowardly looking like characters, and he, really likes doing that. For example, that city, backscape kind of thing. He basically, I guess, got the help of this Nagata Fuishi to do all the, sort of doing all the photoshopping and that kind of stuff for that, and a nice little artwork and that kind of stuff. So again, it's a really nice sort of, sort of a one-shot sort of story, showing off his artwork and that kind of stuff that he does for this series. Very, very nice. Sort of one shot sort of book for that. So again, Parrot by Hojo Hatsuka. Yes, good. Next one is this one right here. Okay, this is called the book for Metal Armored Dragonarm. This is the film story digest book made by Animedia. Okay, now Dragonarm again was one of those. It's a really kind of misunderstood anime, if you ask me. It is a series because so again, it goes over episode summaries and that kind of stuff with that. Dragonarm is this series that's made by Bandai, okay, and Sunrise, and it was basically stuck in between Zeta Gundam and Double Zeta Gundam, and it was one of those series that Zeta Gundam just ended, okay, and Double Zeta Gundam was in production, but it wasn't ready, it wasn't finished enough that they could, just kind of, just continue from where Zeta Gundam just ended, and we just continue the story and run it. They just weren't ready for that, so they decided, okay, well, we have the series Dragonarm that's further in production. We'll put this one out, okay? And Dragonarm, literally, I mean, it may as well be Zeta Gundam going on, right? So it's the Giganos. They have a base on the moon, and it basically ends up being the people that live in space versus the people who live on Earth, and they're being tired of being subjugated as colonies, and so they're using the rail weapon or the rail transport system on the moon, and they're firing asteroids off of the moon. And they're bombarding the Earth with it, right? And again, the people of that live in space, have the advantage of all the the space tech and all that stuff. And so it's the whole Xeon versus the AU thing going on and whatever, right? And and the big thing about it, the big thing that everyone didn't like or had against the show was the fact that geez, your machines and everything, they look like Gundams. I mean, it may as well be a Gundam, right? I mean, why is it not called Gundam? And because, again, it's made by Sunrise, the model kits and that stuff are all Bandai stuff. This is a big, huge advertising thing to sell you more things that look like Gundam, but they're not Gundam. So, new ways for you to buy things and whatnot. But again, one of the things I really, really loved about this is all the tech and all the extra machines and all the landscapes and that kind of stuff that come through these things. And it was really, that was what really I loved about the game or the show here. And again, you'll see very, very Gundam-like looking like things. And again, the reason why is that they made 3 different suits. So one was the main D1 was the sort of the all-around Gundam thing. D2 was your heavy assault type one, and D3 was your radar dish one. Okay, or your mobile navigation kind of guy. So again, made by the Animated magazine, the show for Dragonarm. Okay, the next one is a book called Virtual Angel. Okay, so the next one is this one here. It's called Virtual Angel. Okay, now this one is a little more of that kind of stuff there. All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, there you go. How's that? Alright. Okay, so he has a nice how-to art section in this Virtual Angel here. So again, for those people who like to to get into how Photoshop works and that kind of stuff, he tells you which type of filters and that kind of stuff, and the process that he uses to for example, it shows you how to make this page that he did here. In that again, just like those how to draw manga page books and that kind of stuff, which shows you how to draw. It's nice to have these sort of these new CG type books, which tells you basically how to operate Photoshop and that kind of stuff. Again, I never really got into that again because the highest Photoshop I learned how to use was like Photoshop like 4.0. Or sort of like I think 4.0, 3.0 was the main one. And again, if you're looking at history, that's the one that came out for Windows 95. That's the first one that basically that one did not have multiple undos. It did not have the alpha layering and all that kind of stuff. It was basically it was basically a fancy version of Paint, basically. That was what Photoshop 3.0 was. So basically, no multiple undos. You can only undo once, and you didn't have layering. So it was basically whatever you edited was whatever you saw on the page, and that was it. So so that you can see this is sort of an improvement of how you can actually do stuff in Photoshop. And then this is the next book. This one you'll probably even remember something, recognize it. This is for the game Desire. Okay, this is the internet book for Desire. Again, Desire came out for the Saturn. Okay, so for example, some different characters designs that kind of for the characters and that kind of stuff. Let's see, flip ahead here. Okay, now this is something that's kind of unique in this particular book, and I'll just show you what they did here. Okay. This book, okay, contains it just started. Okay, this book contains the a Desire CD-ROM, which is available for which works for both Windows and Mac. Okay, and the stuff that you see on the side over here. Okay, this stuff over here. Sorry, that's the CD over here on this side, but on this side, it's the CD jacket for it. So if you theoretically cut these out on the line and that kind of stuff, okay, that will give you the template to make the front cover here and the back cover with the fold spine and all that kind of stuff on that, so that you can then basically take this CD-ROM out of this thing here and basically build a CD jacket using the covers and stuff over on this side over here. Okay, not that you would ever want to actually now take the CD out of this thing or cut the pages of this side here, but if you wanted to or whatever, then you could do that for this book here. Okay, but so that is all the so that basically gives you all the graphical artwork and that kind of stuff that you get for this game Desire. Okay. This is the next book here. It's called Epitaph. Okay, not a really easy to see front cover, but I guess it's probably easier to see the back cover here. Like, okay, Epitaph by Matsuri Okuda. Okay, his illustration book for that. Okay, now the artist for he is most famous for the artwork that goes into Heavenward's Shurato. Okay, which is one of my sort of fun series that I really got into, and we subtitled all the episodes for that series. And the reason why the Shurato was so interesting to me, it was the fact that it was in many ways was kind of like Saint Seiya, but it has, instead of being all the Greek and Norse gods and that kind of stuff, it dealt more with the Vishnu and all that other stuff. Okay, and okay, so there's the character designs and that kind of stuff for Shurato and that kind of stuff. But because the and I'll show you this. Yeah, there you go. Some of the fun artwork that he has here, especially the one in the middle here, which is the Hachibu the World one, which is I really like there because it has the that CD artwork there. Shurato and Lakshu pictures and that kind of stuff. It's really nice there. The other thing that he's really well known for, okay, is he also does a lot of the character design for the Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Okay, and so he does a lot of character artwork and that kind of stuff for all the various different military people in the Legend of the Galactic Heroes. So more of the I said I really like that soft artwork that he does for like Shurato. A lot of those are the for example the Laserdisc covers and that kind of stuff for Shurato that he makes here, these ones here. So they're really nice. And yeah, that's another video jacket that he makes there for the heroes there. So that's really cool. So yeah, again, if you're a big fan of basically the guys in armor type of shows and that kind of stuff, especially things like Saint Seiya, Beat X, and all that kind of stuff, then dude, yeah, definitely check out Heavenward's Shurato. Okay, the next one here is this one right here. Okay, it's called Ayane Ken by the artwork of Yuzo Tanaka. All right. He's the guy that's famous for the artwork for 3x3 Eyes. Okay, so he's the guy who does all the various different artwork and that kind of stuff for that particular series. Yep. And so he does my artwork on that kind of stuff. He does the cover artwork for like the things like the CDs and that kind of stuff as well. He does a series called Everyday Sunday. Okay, so that's another thing that he does. Okay, he does a bunch of CD artwork. Okay, this is some of the stuff he does for Gundam, mostly like the SD Gundam, and this is the alternate cover for Zeta Gundam over here. Yeah, more example of for Mobile Suit Gundam there, first one. Yeah, nice mixture artwork for all the girls of Gundam there. Yeah, like he did a lot of those sort of extra drama CD ones and that kind of stuff. I think yeah, that was for the record for Heavy Metal L-Gaim. So some of the other works that he does of that. So really versatile kind of, again, another really popular artist for that kind of artwork and that kind of stuff for that. Okay, so the next book is this one. All right, it's called Sushi Dada. Okay, and it's based on obviously a video game of a similar name. Okay, let's see if I can show you something out of the book here. Let's see. Okay. So for example, there's something like this here, which is the map of G. All right. So you can show you where you need to go, what things to do, what gives you pluses or minuses and that kind of stuff, and whatnot. And so that's what that's important for this particular book. Oh hey, there's actually a safe page. I actually found a safe page. So yeah, so they basically shows you some of the character artwork and that kind of stuff, and how they begin the art process and begin shading that before it actually ends up in the computer game. Okay, so again, a game called Sushi Dada. Okay. Now I'm sure I went through a lot of titles here, and again, a lot of you people are probably sitting there. Well, what are all these different titles and what not? And again, if you like a particular type of art style or a particular type of anime, definitely hit up on Google and have a look at some of the titles again. Depending on the type of title, you might not want to do it on a computer at work. But if you're sitting at home, turn on the private browsing type of option and definitely go at it. See what you can find. I'm sure you'll like a lot of the stuff that's out there. Okay, so right. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like I said, this is kind of a cool thing that I wanted to get into and whatnot. If you have any questions, by all means ask, and then I can bring something back up and bring out that. If you have any special requests, I can do that as well. But yeah, that was good. This is a good way to sort of do it, and I hope you guys had fun in that, and I hope this was very interesting, and I hope you found something that was really cool for you to maybe even check out at a later time. Okay, so what you want to do right now, you want to click like and you want to click subscribe, and you can see more episodes of the history of fan anime when I make more of these. So again, also if you like to, I'm also do some streaming on twitch.tv, and you look up the King of Smut 95 there, and you can also see what games and other live streams and that kind of stuff I'm doing. So maybe we'll do more of these type of live streams where I do things like that. Okay, so until next time, see you again.